Well, more smart glasses, new AI models, and an Instagram crackdown on creepy videos. Those are just some of the top tech stories we're following today. I want to bring in CNET's editor-at-large, Scott Stein. Scott, great to see you. Okay, let's start with the OpenAI. The company is dropping hints on maybe possible wearable hardware aspirations. What can you tell us?
Yeah, so OpenAI is already known to be developing hardware, and right now there's a lawsuit going on with Apple. But Greg Brotman, the OpenAI's president, spoke in New York last week, and I had a chance to talk with him. He has aspirations for his technology to also end up on other wearables, too. That's meaningful because right now, a lot of those wearables that I've tried are pretty much a mess as far as how well they integrate with services that are already running on your phone and on your laptop. And OpenAI, Anthropic, Gemini are the outliers right now that don't really have integrated services on wearables. Google's going to have that with its Samsung glasses that are coming very soon, that are going to have Gemini, but OpenAI may be doing some partnerships as well at some point, or at least opening up the developer access.
Okay, I want to talk about glasses in a minute, but I want to get to Anthropic real quick. It's releasing a new Claude AI model. What can you tell us about it? Who's it for?
Well, it's more affordable. It's planning to be more affordable than their Fable model, and it's going to be something that's focused on automation and also for scientific research. Apparently, it's better with biological research needs. It's not something that I've looked at yet. But, what's interesting to me is affordable, in terms of who, because also a lot of the services right now seem like they're operating at a loss. A lot of reports have talked about the AI bubble, whether that's sustainable in terms of what's being charged for what the services are being offered. And I don't know if there's going to increase in the future, which it seems like that would be very likely. But this is, the idea of making more efficient models seems like an important territory, especially as a lot of AI companies are talking and asking for a pause on how fast these frontier models evolve.
Okay, I want to get back to these smart glasses because I think they're so interesting. Let's talk about Meta's smart glasses. Are they helping to normalize recording people secretly? And how is Instagram cracking down on this?
Well, they're definitely sparking a lot of upset because right now the worry about them being normalized and the fear of being recorded without consent and what's happening there is pretty rampant right now, especially on social media. And there are a lot of counter ad campaigns that I've seen and complaints about it and real concerns, and places that are banning smart glasses. So right now, one of the problems is harassment while wearing the glasses, recording and then posting. And Instagram's head, Adam Mosseri, said that video showing harassment with the glasses will be taken down, which should have been an action happening all along. In fact, any video showing harassment should be taken down. That shouldn't be a thing that should be on their platform, period, whether it's recorded on a phone or otherwise. But they're going to be trying to flag more of those. But again, this feels like a genie that got out of its bottle. They should have been thinking about bad actors in the first place, because you do have glasses that could be on and recording in a lot of different instances in public.
Yeah, we saw this with Google Glass, some of the first iterations of these glasses where people were either being harassing by wearing the glasses and recording people, or people harassing the people who are wearing the glasses. Apple expected to release its smart glasses in the near future. What can you tell us about their plans? And I'm curious if you think that if Apple is going to come out with their own model, if you're going to start seeing these glasses more out in the wild.
You will start seeing the glasses more for sure, I think, simply because more companies are going to be making them and they're going to be available in more eyewear manufacturing situations, more eyewear stores. Google and Samsung have smart glasses coming out made by Warby Parker and General Monster later this year. Apple's are now being widely reported to come out next year with a debut at their developer conference. I thought they were going to come out this year, and Apple's apparently concerned about privacy. Samsung has mentioned concerns about privacy. I mean, everyone's thinking about that, and they should have been thinking about that. Part of the thing, I think, is early tech where a social contract still needs to be there, and part of it is about better design and awareness in the glasses and in the software that people can use. Because some of this is going to be for visual assistance, hearing assistance, cognitive impairment assistance. There's actual assistive features that these glasses are already being used for and will be used for more. And I'm sure that Apple's going to be looking at that territory. The more advanced the AI gets on these glasses, they'll be doing more features. But that has to be balanced against how invasive they seem to be and how comfortable people are with how they work.
Do you have any idea on the sales numbers on some of these glasses? Are they doing well?
I mean, right now, there have been reports that it's been, several million at least, or I think like maybe up to 7 million. I'm paraphrasing in terms of the numbers of glasses, Meta's glasses that have been sold in the past year. But, that's still a far smaller number compared to something like phones. I mean, it's showing that there's been an interest and there's definitely been an awareness, but that tide can really turn. I mean, in the everyday world, it's very hard to find people wearing these glasses. And most people I talk to still don't really know what they are and have
Yeah.
never really seen them worn that often.
I mean, full full transparency, our studio is in San Francisco, the capital of tech for the whole world. And I got to tell you, Scott, I've never seen anybody wearing these glasses. And it feels like that line in Mean Girls, where they say you're trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
Yes.
I'm curious if that's the case with these smart glasses. Are tech companies just trying to make these things happen and the public's kind of going, what?
There's a lot of the tech companies just trying to make this happen, and it's also to me a factor of the speed of AI, where it's accelerated so drastically, where everybody's trying to make AI happen too, and this stuff is trying to be pushed out there without being thoughtfully designed, considered for what types of apps or software or everyday use people have, or how the real world is going to use it. And also, companies like Meta are coming out ahead of some of the biggest companies like Apple, Samsung, Google that are going to be evolving this. It reminds me of earbuds, which I'm wearing now. At one point everyone didn't like wireless earbuds, and then they did. So sometimes tastes can change, but sometimes public policies change. Already places are banning smart glasses. That could flip around if people feel like there are better privacy considerations in place. But Meta historically has been a really bad company for dealing with that. So yeah, I think it's early days, but you're right. Right now, the feeling is, why is this being pushed on us, as opposed to what can it offer us?
Scott Stein, love talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.